meters, then 5.8 meters, now it come to the 1 meter. Now we are having less than 1 meter object also can be seen by the satellite survey. So, these are the in the photographs you can see in the slide IRS series various satellite are present with their spatial resolution capacity to capture the images. So, I was explaining about the satellite imageries in the process of remote sensing, how to identify the vegetation in the remote areas where human being cannot be having access to get it away. So, the main concept behind the satellite image recording I was just mentioning you, the concept behind the imageries of the satellite is 7 elements are there, 7 elements of remote sensing it is commonly called. The first element is energy source or illumination. This is nothing but usually sunlight will be the source of energy. I told you that whenever during the satellite images recording will takes place only during daytime, because night time there will not be any light and therefore, there will not be any reflection. So, the first one element is the energy source, that is sunlight. Second one is the radiation and atmosphere. So, whenever light is passing through the atmosphere, we have the ionosphere, stratosphere like that. So, after reaching the atmosphere, it will have different colors reflection away. So, that is called the second source of element. Reaching the atmosphere of that energy from the sunlight is called radiation and atmosphere. And third one is the third element is the interaction with the target. Third one is the interaction with the object, that is a plant. So, whenever the energy transmitted from the sun passing through the atmosphere, then touching the object, third element is the. So, when touches the object, what will happen? It will reflect. Whatever reflection is there, that will be recorded. So, the fourth element is recording of the energy, recording of the energy by the sensor of the satellite. So, the first part, the light is coming from the sunlight passing through the atmosphere, falling on the object, reflecting, and that recording of that energy by the satellite, that is the fourth element. Let us see the fifth element, transmission and reception and processing. So, after recording of this energy by the satellite, it will transmit to the receiver end, it will goes to the receiver end. Usually, the satellite data receiving center is at the Shadnagar. So, the data will be received by the receptor at the Shadnagar. Sixth, the element is interpretation and data analysis. So, after receiving the data, it will be given for the interpretation of the elements. The data will be analyzed based upon what I told you, the type of the reflection, property, color, size, shape, structure of the image will be used for interpretation, which plant it is, what type of plant it is, how it is there. Using this interpretation key characters, we can identify which object it is. Finally, it will be used for application. Once the identification of the plant is identified, you will be used for the application. Thus, these are the 7 elements are there right from the source of energy sunlight to the application away. So, these are the 7 elements which are playing very important role in the remote sensing. Normally, we have different types of the sunlight reflections are there, like gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, visible rays and infrared rays. But can we see all these rays? No, we cannot see away. We cannot see gamma rays, we cannot see X-rays, we cannot see ultraviolet rays. We can see only the visible rays, where their wavelength is 0.4 μm to 0.7 μm only. Those will usually reflect blue, green, red, and combination of these colors will become a VIBGYOR 7 colors. So, only that we can see. Then we have infrared, microwave and radio. Higher the range of waves is the radio waves and lesser the waves is the gamma rays. So, these rays we cannot see the radio waves, microwaves we cannot see. Similarly, we cannot see gamma rays, X-rays, only we can see the visible rays, because our eye capacity is only that much. The reflection property is accepted like that. So, thus it will be used in the case of the satellite remote sensing various parts away. So, with this we finally I conclude that in my presentation I have tried to explain you what is the advantages of the herbal medicine, that is under aspects of collection, then conserving the how the energy the herbal medicinal plants are used away. In the case of the collection, I told you the importance of the herbal medicinal system like Ayurveda, Unani, homeopathy, Siddha, all these systems we have been explaining to you, and what are the ancient system, what are the present systems, and how the allopathy is present modern medicine is being used away, we are compared. Then we also discussed about the conserving of the herbal medicinal plants. I told you many of the plants, they have been used for the commercial purpose, they have been utilized, exploited, and they are becoming as an endangered species away. Yesterday year's plant species we cannot see now today, and today's species we are unable to see tomorrow. So, there need to be preserve these herbal medicinal plants under the science of biodiversity, and this is called conservation. Conservation in both through the help of labs, laboratory system by tissue culture, and conservating in the wildlife, that is a forest, and then various reservoirs we should conserve away. Then the third part we have very well discussed about the identification of the herbal medicinal plants, either individual level how to identify the plant using the vegetative characters, morphological characters, floral characters, anatomical characters we identify with the help of floras and the herbaria. Finally, the modern technology using large scale, sitting in your laboratory, sitting in your classroom to identify which herbal medicinal plants in Himalayas, in mountain Vindhya Parvatas, all these things we can able to identify away where there is a larger scale is there. So, that also we have discussed away. So, I feel that we have compiled about the entire information of the herbal medicinal plants. I have shown you the some of the photographs, I have shown you the list of various medicinal plants used for the diabetes, cancer, HIV, and then various lung problems away various plants are there. So, using these slides and the lecture, you can become a well planned expert of the herbal expert away in your day to day life away. Finally, I conclude with the slogan of the Mahatma Gandhi ji says that the mother nature has everything to meet our needs and not to satisfy our greeds. We have been exploiting so much of nature, but still we are not satisfied away, still we want to exploit, but what extent away to the future generations. So, once again I wish you all the best with this herbal medicine lecture. Thank you.